just about to do a dog spiritual assault. It's not my main hero, but I have cleared this numerous times or many times on the dog, and it has some great advantages and is a good hero for this. Not all heroes are equal. I couldn't find any good accurate information on this. A lot of streamers, when the game came out, streamed for a while. This only came out in November 2022, I think. And I couldn't find anything that helped me, and I struggled to kill anything dying, thinking, how are you supposed to kill this stuff as it scales? So even though I might not know the dog as well, it's not dog dependent, it's not Ascension dependent on a build to be successful here. Its weapons scale well, skills do not generally on heroes. Though this hero has the advantage that his skills do the Ascensions count towards weapon damage, so you can really pew pew if you get the right combination of things. Even with not, you'll still be successful. Probably more than me if you know the dog well. Now, what I have open on a second page when I'm playing another tune, I'll play them for a little bit, try to learn more. I've done R8s on this, and I'll try different builds. I'll be unsuccessful with one, and I'll find one that suits my play style. And I'll just open up
that page. It's like RNG, click the wrong one, that has a very long video, and he says at the start, if you just want to see builds to try and tier lists of going for certain builds like Atomic Bomb for R8, and this is focused on R8 builds. So what you choose within Spiritual Assault will be very different, but it does help you if you're trying to understand how Ascensions work for defense. And so he's generally saying that top list generally OP, as that extends your dual wield time. And then you see the little heart to the right. I'll be choosing any of those Ascensions that come up because they're both DPS, and that one pointer is as well. But if you see on the right here, that Survival Instinct is a great survivability one. And even Adrenal Rush, which is there, is a good, just, after killing an enemy, which we're doing constantly because Spores just one-shots everything, it reduces the damage to us. That won't help on bossing, but it will help you survive the trash. That can be pretty brutal. So some of the green ones there are going to be a real winner, and any of the red ones that help me with weapon damage. It's a balance of choosing defensive. You've got 2 goblets that are ahead to choose, and we can choose buffer shield for those. So I always have that open up on a second monitor, or you can alt tab to it. And I'll just go back to the game here.
So let's head in. The container, and I'll explain that later, are those there. But these ones will mean that Gemini weapons will drop at level 4 or 5, depending upon how many we kill. It's on a timer. And they drop earlier instead of level 9 or 10 because of this here, because of the weapon level. So, you'd have to wait 10 levels in, you're struggling by that stage, and you can be pew-pewing and destroying. The other thing is we want to go for a shotgun and an injector. We're looking for the rainbow or the radioactive glove if you have that unlocked. But the rainbow is a better weapon because when it really heats up, you can play defensively to be more successful. This one's optional. You could put other things in if you prefer, like there is, if you wanted to go for uh, that one there, because we're doing a high projectile and that will give you health regen. But I do like the movement speed and rate of fire, 25%, 25% for 5 seconds after killing enemies, and we're just pew-pewing like instant deaths. That helps you with just ammo and reloading. This is a crucial one because you might have scrolls that help you with ammo and you can chew through it on the dog. But you're leveling up to between 43 and 51 I've been on different tunes, depending on how many kills you do in the timer. How many kills is you get levels and you get ascensions and you get scrolls. So that one's good because you're not struggling with ammo because you're getting it every level, which is every couple of minutes. Weapon damage needs to scale, and that means if you're level 40 at least, that's 3 times 40, that's 120% base damage on your weapon. So, hey, that's really powerful. So you have to keep that, have to keep those two. That's important. That's optional. That's optional. So you can play around with some other things that you might want as personal preference. If you're doing this in co-op, you'll have to do things like reviving at the peddler for a one pointer, and you want the other one that what is it, stops you being interrupted. I forget its name while you're resing, minus 60% res time. So you've got some other options to put in there if you're playing co-op. But if you're trying to learn this, it is much better in single player. Reason being, the game can be paused at peddlers to reforge, pause just by pressing tab, pause by looking at your inscriptions and reading them. You're not hurried as you're learning what works best in here. I don't even mind if I fail early on when I did. And as I said, I couldn't find any up-to-date information on this. So see how we go. If we're holding out for an Argist or a Wild Hunt shotgun, we'll use others temporary. Because we can reforge for free, it doesn't matter. Choose a weapon that you're most comfortable with here. I'll just do the gloves for now. Concealed ammo I'd be happy with. This is just a temporary weapon. Got no ammo, but you'll get plenty off this really quick. Just bunch them up. Throw a few grenades. Now, I don't want the injectors to drop until the first Craftsman appears. And you can see at the top, you got a bit of a timer there. Just waiting for that timer to go across to the first Craftsman, and then Geminis will start dropping off the trash. It'll be on the peddler. So I'll be looking on the peddler to see if I've got a shotgun on there that will do temporary or even permanently. Don't care about the main hand too much then, because I'm then waiting for a rainbow or a radioactive glove. Now, time is moving to the crafts. We've got the peddler. So now those weapons, it might have been good timing. Please don't have just dropped before that. You could wait. There's the peddler. I'm just going to have a quick look on him. So we can pick any of those weapons, probably that one. You don't want anything that's firing. What's that, 800? That's probably better. That's 800. Any of those two would do to come back to. We'll have the money in a second. I'm just going to run around so they follow me so I can get back to those weapons safely. Don't do any upgrades you see on the left until you get your permanent shotgun. So I'm going to pick that up. Come on, guys. Let me get the other thing, please. Be kind to me. Now, have they got Gemini? Yes, we got lucky. Okay, we got. So you can just wait for that timer. And they seem to drop really often. Well, they do because they're injector. So we don't want this. It's got a. I want the Argus because it's got about the same base damage, but it's got a multiplier of 13. Same with the rolled hunts around that. Does vary. But I'm going to reforge one. We got it first time there. Got it first time. I've had up to 12 rolls, but we still don't have the goal. We've only got 132. So we're now sweet to wait for our. We're waiting for this weapon now. This can change right through the run. What I'm looking at on this weapon, these don't matter because it's only the projectile count and the base damage that matters with spores. And you want a fast-firing weapon, and the injector's brilliant. Why the rainbow's so good is you can shoot through things. I just got hit, so I'm going to dash away, or I'm going to die. Now I'm sweet. I've got nothing left. That was a bit risky talking. Let me just get away here. Dual wield to get my shield back. I don't care about shooting with the other because my weapon is now pew-pewing, and I'm only level 4, and I'm destroying from here on. It auto targets. It's a good little circuit here. Just remember where the craftsmen are so that when better weapons drop the shotgun, we can quickly get across to them and reforge. So I'm just waiting for the Wild Hunt or the Argus to appear before I do any upgrades on the left. Don't need them at this point because you really shouldn't have spores yet. And even if you were level 10, you would not have the money to reforge the guns you have. So you really need that combination of the two. I want to get some scrolls for reloading so I don't have to reload much, or some Ascensions that help with reloading, or ammo at this point. Just got some radioactive gloves, or no, it's thunderclap, so I don't want those. I want, now, these two are the best because this one can shoot through terrain, and when it heats up, you need to like dodge around from sharks trying to chain you, things like that. So now the timer's going towards a red chest. No hurry to look at that straight away. They do despawn if it gets to the next timer. You got a bit of time, and we do get a break soon. We get a break when the next Craftsman appears. I'm wanting to kill as many enemies in the timer because every 50 I'm going to get a shotgun and I'm going to get an injector. Now, I don't want the illusion. That's dropped on the last 50 we killed. There's the chest. Where is it? Over there. Okay. Now, you could compromise and use something like we're on, but hey, we're killing stuff quickly anyway. Look, they're one-shotting them. So there's no real urgency. What do we get? Nope. Just getting the catfish back here. They can be a bit deadly. Uh, if you've tried this, just try it without that build if you haven't done Spiritual Assault before, and you're scrambling to kill. Skill damage isn't great. You don't even need dual wielding now. Now I've got my Wild Hunt, so here we go. So I'll just click and make sure I can pick that up, swap to my other weapon, pick it up and get safely to the peddler. I have remembered where it is, over here. It's a bit dangerous, so much crap around me. But the game pauses when I'm here. So now I'm going to reforge that Spores. 1, 2, 3. Again, that would have been 900 gold, which I wouldn't have had. And now I start upgrading. I've got to get out of here quickly. And I've got the wrong weapon in my hand, so there we go, I'm just clearing. Now I can pause the game, get to a clear area, and do my upgrade. So swap back to my Wild Hunt. Projectile count for this is, see, they don't have, because they were lower weapons, they don't have a Gemini on them. It's got a 12 multiplier, and it was 164. And we waited a bit, and because the weapon levels are 3 levels higher, that didn't hurt us. Because, you know, we've got a 7 instead of a 4 or something that we would have picked up earlier. Going to upgrade that. We're looking for defensive and damage. We're using the rainbow, which hasn't got elemental. Sometimes you get it with it. Reloading gives you a bit of damage reduction, but I'm just going to do that for now. Now, the nice thing about this one, I've got a choice between 2. That's a good one for MO Expert. I might do that one early because we're not struggling, but that's a good one for later. That it recovers 30% max HP. So if you take a hit, you get your health back up by pressing your dual wield. Using it more defensively than damage at that point, even though you get 50% damage. But for now, I'm going to do MO. Now, we're not going skill-based, but that probably will help our dual wield, which is a skilled. So in this build, I'll choose it because there's nothing better on the side, so it won't hurt us. Nope. We can only have 20 scrolls with that container to re-roll and reforge and re-etch. Weapon damage I want to go for, but I want to get my dual wielding up so that I can stay in it if I need. Golden Comeback's another good defensive, which we had on the other screen before. When you're doing that, 30% max HP and you don't get lethal damage. So if you're going to take a big hit on the boss coming up, you just press your dual wield and it can protect you if you get cornered. If you get a hand swiping you or something like that. For now, I'm going to do that. That's not a bad one either, but I'm just going to do that for now. Upgrade. That's really bad because of shield regen is slowed. That's useless for us. And Bullet Bank I'm going to do just right now, but I'll drop it later, just while I'm seeing how my MO reserves are. Which are probably not going to be a problem in here because we get our MO back every 10 levels. Okay, just clearing up as I pause there, just killing some stuff. Not using my offhand weapon, just using it for the damage reduction and the health regen. Now there is, nope, so those radioactive gloves, we saw those before. There's laser gloves, don't want them. These 2 weapons auto target. I got a pupil. We've got our shotgun. We're keeping our shotgun for the entire game. I'm just looking. There's radioactive gloves there. Now, the beauty about the radioactive gloves is they slow things coming towards you. Got slowed by him. I should just be playing going backwards until I get some Ascensions. What do we got here? Now, looking at my other screen, that's a great one-pointer. Reserve ammo again while dual wielding, which you can burn through it, but we're not using two weapons. Grants you not consume ammo. What have we got here? Weapon damage, so it's a good one-pointer as well. But this one's, again, survival, so we're immune for 2 seconds. That can save us, and we have to see what scrolls are coming up. Skill damage, don't care, don't care. I haven't got immunity to scrolls, so I'm not going to be taking any of the chests. I'm just going to start destroying now. Now we've got our setup. I'm just going to go down and look at this chest. Enemies will follow you, and then you can sort of bunch them up into a gap here and shoot them through the walls. That's good to get a bit later, but I'll just search for now. Nope, I never do that. I don't need my gold, so I can come back to this. It gets pretty dear soon. I'll do that because I get some movement speed as I run over ammo, but I can drop it later. So the beauty about this is you can just shoot through walls. Okay, the peddler's arrived. We get a break. Can run over that later. We run to the peddler first thing. We see if there's a scroll on the peddler that's really good. I never do that because I don't want to get two scrolls I can't toss because I'm fixed to 20. And I only ever upgrade that. The beauty about that is I can replace this at any time. I'm looking for rate of fire and lucky shot chance on kill. It's a crappy weapon at the moment, but it doesn't matter because it's so low level. Don't need money. That is defensive. That would be with the gloves. I'd probably do that because it gives me movement speed, but I'm not going to use the gloves for this run just to show you this is more defensive. It's a good bossing weapon too because you can right click like that and it will hit his crit spot. Now what have we got on here? It's got lucky chance of 20 and it's got decay of course, so that's not bad, but I'm just going to stick with this to show you how the rainbow is a decent weapon. Just that you can be on the other side of a pillar and shoot through like I did then. If there's a shark trying to chain you, you can go around a corner. Now movement speed I want to get, so abnormal, the white scroll, just the normal scroll, abnormal speed or something it's called, gives you based on your shield, which we don't have a lot on this class, but gives you, it's percentage based. As long as your shield's up, you get movement. But the better one is ostrich boots, don't worry, it cools down your dash. And what do we get there? Just looking for main hand now dropping. I'm just looking for another one of these. I'm trying to just keep them running around a circle here. It's a bit more dangerous. If you're worried, just run backwards and go a big loop around the map. Rate of fire is really good for the injector when dual wielding, and I'm going to do that one over duration, even though that would be a first choice, because being in dual wield is really a defensive thing for me, because spores will carry me earlier. And I can't, when I'm bossing in dual wielding, I can't place the right click to place my crit or pointer on the boss. So it's sort of the downside of this class or hero. I say class because I play World of Warcraft, and yep, that's how I think of it. I think of this as trash. That's the term they use in that. Never played roguelike games before. Got given this at Christmas 2022 by my son, and really enjoyed working out how to be successful. I had different aims to keep it fresh. Let's have a look at that. Elemental effects, that elusive is useless for me. 10% ammo consumed, so I get some lucky shot, but I got the 25% rate of fire, so that's a no-brainer for me. Got to go down here. Remember where your craftsmen are. And I've got an upgrade for my wild hunt. I think it's a wild hunt that I've got on this guy. Yep. So I just got to reforge that. 1, 2. And I've got swapped my other weapon. And we just set that up for my control. Upgrade. And now I'm ready to go. Now I'm sort of set up pretty well. Rate of fire, 25%. Plus in our container, we've got 25. So we've actually got 50% rate of fire. We'll put spores on. The way that spores works is faster the fire rate, the more spores stack up quicker, and the spore count, which they're not even getting time to sort of stack. But when it gets harder and on the elites and on the boss, it won't matter. I always go for the slow boots here. The reason being that Kappas are spawning now, and then after later on, we're heading up to the first set of elites in the first Goblet, are Octopus, and that can wreck a run. They slow you, a shark chains you, you get cornered by a lot of trash, and it's all over. Just circling means they aim where they were with their frontals. These guys use terrain. Going to get that Kappa because I'm even immune to be slow, but they still hurt. Kappas and monks are coming up, and they are priority because of the lanterns. You just don't want to be chased over the map by them. Look how we're just destroying this. We haven't really got any Ascensions yet, you know. A little bit of weapon damage here, so it's lucky shot dual wielding, but I want something. Yeah, it's all dual wielding. Doing pretty good with ammo. I'm going to go lucky shot for this one, a bit of balance of everything, and we're going to get a weapon with lucky shot on it, so rate of fire, lucky shot's the two stats I'm looking for. And we'll get some chests that might be able to re-roll a weapon that re-rolls normal into rare, or put an elusive on a weapon. Just try to do a circle. Keep moving. I can hear a Kappa over there. So they just can't lock onto you if you're moving, using crates so they can't get you. Now I just got an upgrade I'm going to choose, and I'll tell you why in a sec. I would normally go that for 40% damage when I get hit, taking hits a lot. But I'm doing that because up ahead, even though I'm not using a fire weapon, there are lobsters coming up, and that will make me immune to the damage they do if I get cornered. That can end a run. So the boots have stopped my slow, and now I've got the lobsters. I can stand in the fire that they put on the ground when they bombard afterwards and not get burnt by it. So I'm doing defensive choices there that I know is coming up. We got the elite spawning. It's on a timer. As soon as we kill this, all the trash will disappear, and we will nuke these so quick. The catfish. I'm going to run over here and get this monk first because he will die quickly if I can get to him. I'll just shoot through here because I just lost a bit of health. I'll do my dual wielding for damaged and health regen. If I can get to him. Use the wall so he can't attack you. He'll port up here to us. I'm just clearing a bit of safety. There's a few ads down there. If you get close to him, he won't do those range attacks. There's a sweet spot, so I'll come back to him. Haven't got this monk down yet because I can still see his ads there. He's dead. And we just got immunity to curse scrolls, which is really good to get at this stage, even though I do like against the flow for ammo and not reloading, because there's often on weapons, first 50% of the magazine is 50% rate of fire. If you're never going beyond that, you've got rate of fire again, but I'm going to do that for that one. What else have we got? After killing enemy, that's a really good one because we're killing so often. We get weapon damage. The explosion doesn't matter because we're not doing grenade build, but 50% for 6 seconds, so that's a straight upgrade. But that's extending dual wield, but I'm going to go for that for the moment. Again, it's not dual wielding, you definitely go for that if you're doing an R8 run, but it's a top tier choice. But it changes up in here. Survivability, your weapon will carry you. Spores will carry you. So we get 15% lucky shot. If we don't chance on that one, so I'm going to take that. Even if I don't take a curse scroll, I get benefit from it. Never go glass cannon. You'll lose not only 50% of your health, but 50% of your shield. And that is really dangerous. I've had my son take that, and then he took some other scroll, and he was dying constantly. And he's a great player, much better than me. He just thought he was going to experiment, thinking it was OP because we've worked out this stuff. But I will just take something that doesn't reduce my weapon damage. I would re-roll if I've got lots of stuff to look for buffer shield. And then if I get feline cat as a scroll on the run, which I got last run, which I just recorded and I'll put up, would I do that on the fox? You become invincible and you can stand still and kill. You don't get it very often, but buffer shield's good anyway because it means every hit that's less than 30% of your shield is ignored, or your health. And not buffer shield, just your shield. And that just means it's a lot more survivability. If you keep running, you get hit now and then, you're not getting your shield taken down. What's this one here? I'm just going to re-roll. I never do the skill specialist because it minus 50% weapon damage, and we're not skill based. If I was just doing this to make farm essence, just choose something that doesn't help. I'd choose this, but I just see for you. So now, firearm specialist, I will go for. I would re-roll if I really just wanted to get a hero through for the first time. For buffer shield, if I had a lot. Let me just pause. Got a phone call here. Okay, I don't stream professionally, as you can see. I'm just doing this to help others because I struggled, and if I can help one person, that's all. Just to help another person that wants to complete content that there isn't really lot out there at the moment. I'll do it. So I'm going to do that because I get a straight up. Yep, real life, eh? So I'm going to do firearm anyway, is the short of it here, because straight up damage. But I would re-roll for buffer shield if I just were after just beating it for the first time. We've got nothing there. The long shot, it's not bad, Mike, but not with this one because we're close quarters. The Radioactive Glove has a greater range. You can get right back. It has an AoE on it, so just bump that up 3 times. 10-minute mark, it's going to come now. See this little line at the top above incoming assault, get ready. If you press your F key, they'll start spawning where you press the F key. I'm going to spawn them here. We've got 2 chests coming up. More things you can kill in the short amount of time and pew earlier, and spores getting it early makes you get faster weapon. I mean, more weapon upgrades, more scrolls, and more ascensions. So it does help. But if you're, it's not essential. You can just wait for the time. You could run around and not kill anything. So you're gonna have a lot of trash by then, and just kill the elites, and that then they'll all the trash disappears. So you don't have to play as aggressively as you're seeing here. I just don't want things to be boring, and I get bored. What do we get? We got a radioactive glove there. We don't care about shotguns anymore. We're committed to our wild hunt. We've got the one we wanted. So we're going to do. I'm going to do that for now, even though it uses extra, just because on the boss we don't run out, and we'll have some scrolls by then. And I'm not using dual wield while I'm doing this trash here. That was the one I got at first. Hidden Treasures is a great one if you're doing R8s. But, oh, actually, it's this one. Sorry, it's different what I thought. Hidden Transaction. I will take that because I might get a free upgrade on my Argus or my Wild Hunt, which I've got on this run. They're much of a muchness between the two. The Argus is marginally better usually. What have we got? Porcupine and laser. Just going to go back to my little circuit here. It's a bit safer than the other one because they jump down where you are, and you've got an escape down there if you need, but you can flow back a little bit, clear where you're going to be, clear ahead. You can use this center pillar. They can't get to you to not get hit. Okay, Flesh and Bones, convert shield armor to HP is not bad for this class because we haven't got a lot of shield anyway, the way the class works. And if we get something that helps our regen, Crit X doesn't help us with this because we're not critting with the weapon anyway, so I'm going to convert to that. And because our Ascensions help regen health when we dual wield, that's actually good scroll. You wouldn't do the one that converts your health to shield for this dog. No, just looking for upgrades on this weapon. I might do a Radioactive Glove too if I see something like Rate of Fire and Lucky Shot. So we're not using the elusive there. We just got the lucky. The Rate of Fire is really the only thing that's doing, and a little bit of the other one as well. But I see that we're not really having problems with our ammo. They're not the best up for us because they're sort of grenade builds. Really doesn't matter. I'm just going to 1, 2, 3 random because we're not using our queue. I mean, if you're doing atomic bomb build in an R8, there's some good selections there. If you're doing the Crown Prince, it's very different. He does corrosion, and so his one is there's a choice on the goblets for him that he puts corrosion and the enemies don't do a lot of damage to him. So for him, you want to throw a grenade on everything when you're going around. Every hero is different. Now we've got another injector. I'm going to have a quick look. That's a nice one. 50% chance. Look, 80% making a crit. That's useless to us. But if I was bossing, I'd want that. I'll just give it a go. I mean, I'll just show you. Look, without. Oh, it has spores already on it. I was going to say it just doesn't kill without spores. This is all spores making these guys just. And now we've got the 50% kill instant. It's a pretty high chance. Kappas are spawning now. Dangerous. We do have the boots, so they're not going to slow us, but they can still hurt us. By all means, go into dual wielding when it gets a bit hectic because you're getting the damage increase. I'm not shooting my offhand. Don't need it. But it's giving me like keeping my health up. Well, we got a wild hunt. We got gloves. If you haven't got the radioactive glove, it is actually good for reincarnation runs. The way you unlock it is by killing 20 venomous lizards that only spawn. We've got sharks spawning. I know that because I got pulled back and he's immortal too. They're the most dangerous in this section, so you might want to play a bit more defensively now. We do have a good health buffer and we've got pretty decent movement too. Movement based on health, so yeah, we've got good movement, fairly good. And if we get some speed scrolls, I'll be sweet. We're just going to upgrade our weapon, change to it, upgrade it. It's not bad for reloading, but we're doing that less and less, especially when we use that. You don't need money. I might do that for defensive because the true damage means you're doing damage to their health direct, but they're dying so quickly. I don't need it. Just going to go around the map a bit and kill these. As I run around, I'm going to have stuff group up, but out in front of me rather than all around me. It's getting heating up a bit now. But I want to kill the monks too that are spawning now. I don't want to be chased around the map by lanterns constantly. I've got some Ascensions to choose in a second. Using this, it's the beauty about the weapon. Just go here. They're going to try to run to you, but their frontals can't hurt you. And then you can come around here, shoot through the wall. He's immortal, so I've got to run. Just going to have a look at this chest. So I'm going to go for dual wielding again for later on. And search scroll. I've got 5,000 gold, so ammo belt. Not really having ammo problems. Maybe on the boss later, but I want to see if I can get on hit. That would just make my not going to help. Don't care for that. Don't care for that. It gets really expensive soon. Okay, I don't know if that works with this weapon, but I'll give it a go. See if there's any yellow numbers. After getting hit though, got to get hit. Yeah, there's yellows that works on this. Means we're getting crits, but I have to get hit for that. So it might be good for the boss though. The sharks are there, so you want to use the terrain so they can't chain you. You use down here, kill them through that. Get around here so they try to get you. It's the beauty about the rainbow. It really is good, and you could do a whole run on R8s with the rainbow. The problem being that you can't, if you get the boss What is it? The third boss. Serpent's alright, but if you get the boss with the cannons, this weapon doesn't lock onto the cannons, so you have to swap out. What do I got there? That's what I dropped. New Craftsman. So you run to it, look for a scroll here. Yeah, that's good for the boss especially. It might help you here. Don't need that because we're not doing grenade. And you bump it up. We're already up to 18, 16 minutes in. The Craftsman spawns on a timer. And there's another chest that I haven't checked, so I'm going to run over to that. Before you can see that timer at the top going yellow to the sides. As soon as that hits wherever I am, which is here, we're going to have enemies jump down on us. But it's paused here. Another search one, eh? Don't care for fast loader. Brutal gloves is all right. I've got a bit of gold, so I'm going to have a bit of a roll, but that's good because I get 35% weapon damage on non-crits, and I'm not critting on this. Hate that one. Who stands still? Like, who does that? Sniper build, one by one. That'd be a slow run. Don't need that. Skill again. It gets really dear. You look through me, pour through my money soon. That's good for R8s. You need every bit of money you can get to upgrade and re-roll your weapons. I guess it's lucky shot chain at the ammo, but no. Nope. I'm going to burn all my money. I don't need it. I got that one before. It's giving me it again. I'll do that. That's bad. But, oh, Vetran just turned up. Okay, that's good. Especially for this class. Would have got it earlier. It would have been nicer. Now, the reason for that, you want to get it earlier, is you have to be within 7 meters. So you can see down there the little green man. It's got no numbers under it. As I kill stuff close, you have to get it close. It's dangerous now. It's got one I got. So you can't keep your finger down because it's going to nuke everything quick. Use your terrain. The lanterns are good for getting Vetran, but they're dangerous to get too close. I've got 5 on the Vetran now. If you look down on the bottom underneath. If I go with dual weld, maybe that will help my health regen, and I can get close. What have I got? 10. You can get up to 200 health extra, which really means that you can. If I risk it a bit now, if I had buffer shield, I'd be a bit more confident about this if I'd re-rolled that, but I just got hit by something. We're pretty good in dual wield survivability. That's why this class is good. Getting the Kappas, the monks. Just can't hold the finger down continuously because you'll kill something farther away. Lanterns, which I'm going to die from. That's the danger. I'm just going to get away for a second. I'm waiting for my... Use this corner here so they're close. I'm waiting for my health to regen here. And that's the danger. I got my Vetran late when everything's hitting hard, you know. I got 30 now extra health, but maybe I'm going to die. I just want to get my veterans. So you can go around and just run and kill the easier enemies close. Like this, here's one. Just get close before you press, because you're going to one-shot him. Kill these guys up on top. Use the column maybe. Catfish can't run. Oh, lanterns. But you don't want to be blown up by them. Circle strafe them. You still be in range there, but they can't get you. What do we got here? Resolute never get. Oh, hold on. 15 is when your shield is 0. That's going to give us 50% in this spec because we're not got shield. So I'm going to take that for movement. Look at the movement we just got. Wonderful. Usually I don't do all health except on certain heroes. So that's a nice one. Movement's king. So can I circle strafe and not die here? I got caught. Going to dual wield for health and damage. Oh, and he's immortal. Try to get him from up here. Get this corner maybe. What am I up to now? 46. I'm 1/4. Just keep close to those two. Keep running. I got my movement. I love movement. Look at this. What else have I got? Oh, that's a good one too here, the heart one, which is a top tier in the screen I showed you earlier on slides. But I'm going to go survivability for dual wielding at the moment, especially doing Vetran. And I've got the extension on the dual wield. Come on, lanterns, come up to me. I just saw an injector drop, but I'm not going to check it now. We're pew-pewing. Get this guy, don't want him. Run gets exciting when you get movement too, but it's really just high survivability as movement in here. Look at this, just pew-pewing away from danger, running back here, strathing. The shark's there. Get away from him. Use the corner. Going back to dual wield when it comes up. Get down here so they can't get me. Kill you. What am I up to? 71. Dual wield soon. Just using this corner here. Trying to stay close to them. 7 meters isn't much. I'm Australian and we work at meters, pretty close, like a room size. 7 yards if you're in the US. I think the only 2 countries that use yards now, or imperial, as they used to call it, is America and Syria. Look at the survivability in this dual wielding, eh? I haven't even got a lot of Ascensions that really got it yet. Now we've got our elites have spawned. So it's going to get, after I kill these, pretty fierce. I want to get as many upgrades as I can before I kill. I kill them, all the trash disappears. So let me kill that guy because he's just doing lanterns on me. This guy's the frontal. Just keep strathing. Use terrain on them. Pretty fun class this. I've got to play this more and do some R8 runs more just to try the different builds. Haven't played it for a little bit. Okay, we killed our elites, so everything's despawned. Now just to show you what's on here, just to show you some inscriptions that might be good. Rate of fire is great. Base damage is alright, but not crucial. Weapon damage is good because it's decay and it will proc often. And lucky shots. So that's a good one. And it's level 13 too. But I'm going to stick with this for the moment and have a look around. What do we got? That. Okay. Getting our goblet. That's our second goblet. So I wouldn't choose that because it minuses my weapon damage. That one there is when stationary. I don't know who uses that ever. Somebody that likes 3-hour runs on spiritual assault. I don't know. I'll just do that because it doesn't hurt me and it's based on my health, which I've got lots of. That's going to give me a percentage of weapon damage, so that's a good one. And what was this I wanted to have a look at? Instantly killing an enemy, lucky shot, it's great, and rate of fire, my favourite. They're my ones I'm looking for. I'm looking for lucky shot of 50. Stability is nothing because it's locks on. There's no aim on this weapon. Crit's not helping me, but it would on the boss, and we're never missing. But I'm looking at 50, every enemy that dies. I've got constant 50% plus the 25% we have on our container, our Valiant Sword. So more spores, more damage, more pew-pew. Just got to go on the new Craftsman, upgrade my Wild Hunt, and re-roll this weapon. Nothing on there scroll-wise. Upgrade that. What are we up to now? 21, we're getting there. And 1, 2, okay. That's the beauty about committing to this early. You can change this at any time as better ones appear. And we've got 2 red chests coming up that might even allow us to get better. You could re-roll, oh, that's actually pretty good. But if you've got a weapon that hasn't got, got a lot of greens and most of them are rubbish, you can re-roll an average weapon if it re-rolls all normal to rare. Hey, look, it's just destroying now. And this is heating up now. They've got more health. They don't look like it, but I'm going upstairs a bit. They've got more health. We're going to get the most dangerous thing spawning now. Got to get Vetran still. I forgot about that. So I've just gone dual wield and trying to strafe around these guys, which I got caught. Wish you could hear the sound effects. They're going, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. So I beat them up. Real lot of survivability on this. You can get a bit cocky. I've died just like doing this. I haven't got a lot of Ascensions I've chosen here. I'm going to upgrade my off weapon. Oh, I've dual wield, I can't swap to it. That's another thing about this class. Got to wait till your dual wield runs out when it becomes infinite. You're in here for a while. You can take some hits, can't you, in dual wielding? That's one of my other favourite weapons, the Angelic Aura. Fastest firing projectiles in the game in 100 seconds. You get spores on that, and you get some good inscriptions on it of rate of fire and lucky shot chance. And on the what do you call it, on my favourite, which is the bunny. When I say my favourite, it's just that I know how to play the best. I know it inside out, that one. You get something that's called Blossom that's placed by the build that you do, and it's like double spores. You just blow stuff up. Don't even have to hit the crit spot. Just when a dual wield to save me, then got a shark pull me. But look at this. I'm not really stressing too much. I'm not paying attention because I'm talking. And gee, it's the dog. I got to play this more. I really do. If I was doing a reincarnation, or the one that I actually did the same sort of thing. Spores, shotgun. There's another injector I'll take a look at in a minute. And if it's got like not great inscriptions, I'll go and roll it at a chest that's coming up. I've already had one pop. It's getting a bit dangerous now. Up ahead, we've got lobsters going to come up in the next sort of section after that Craftsman, I think. But this is where the game gets crazy. But because we've got movement speed, I better do my upgrade now that I've run out of dual wield. Okay, how many scrolls? Now, when you look here, do you see underneath that it says I'm 17 of 20 max capacity? Because we chose that we can re-roll at any time, upgrade for free. It has a limit of 20 scrolls. Otherwise, you could be pretty powerful, I suppose. We already are. So that's their sort of deficit. So I'm getting choosy on scrolls now. That's a good one. Lucky shot always. Would like a little bit more survivability for the boss. But weapon damage is good when we're dual wielding. And ammo consumption is more, but we want to burn on the boss. And we're not dual wielding a lot. I'll have to keep an eye on my ammo is full. So, and you can also get on this character ammo regen. I can't remember if I chose it before. I'll take a look in a second. Nope, nope, and nope. Crit X is only good. That would really only be with scoping and sniper build, but abnormal speed. Oh, wonderful. Oh, we don't have shield. I thought I could pew pew and run around even with more speed. 10% shield armor you currently have, so not good. Good on other classes, or good if we still had some shield and we didn't get that other scroll. So nope. Less. Don't know how much it's running down. I'll have to have a look. But oh, that's what double comeback, first 2 lethal. That might help us on the boss. So I'll choose defensive there. Phantom screen, great. Oh, that still works. Shield armor, you have up to 3 stacks. So I think it's only shield armor. I use that all the time, but only a couple of builds will I use. Health only, scroll, or heroes. Yeah, that's not going to help me, unfortunately, but it's a great one if you had shield. It's a real, you take hits and you don't get, shield doesn't get touched for 3 times and it restores every 10 seconds. Okay, an upgrade on that. Yep, just want to have a look what's over here. I haven't got my Vetran yet. Keep forgetting about that, and it's getting a bit dangerous to get close. Oh, that's what I want to look at. So a weapon here, replace a random, but my random here is really good, so there's no way I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do legendary scroll. I might get feline. Merciless combo, and we remember that is good for bossing. Just trying to remember. Yep, so we're getting weapon damage, and that will stack up to 50 times, which is huge on the boss and on elites. There's another chat chest here. I should concentrate on getting my health up because still could die on the boss at this point. Rare scroll. I'm going to do that and just see what I get. Coin shot. That's not bad because it's got lots of. It burns for your money. Never do that on R8 because you need money to upgrade, but we've got money to burn, so I want to just get close for my veterans again. Now I've remembered that I've got that. What am I up to? 119, 120. These are good, but you can die from them, so just make sure they don't explode. They don't explode straight away. What are we up to? 129. Get this guy on his own. Sorry, mate. Now, yeah, we've got our lobsters spawning. Danger. Did I get flame shard on this guy? Yes, I did. So their fire on the ground won't hurt me. The initial damage would, but running over it and getting boxed in won't. Hit the timer for the Craftsman. They died, except for the Immortal. Upgrade weapon. Really one of the best weapons in the game there. Look, what have we got on that? 1600. I've had rate of fire on this where it's over 2100. Yeah, not great on that one, but that's all right. Peddler, any scrolls? No, don't need magnetic coil. Not bad, but don't need it. And we just need to, okay. Where's the, just looking around what I might have missed before the timer comes on. Just picking up that, got another level to choose. Not helpful, not helpful. Have to, okay. That's what we had before. Okay, the enemies are coming now. Trying to just be close to get my veterans a little bit before it gets crazy. Now it starts to really get crazy after this Craftsman. And we're 24 minutes, and only 6 minutes we got until the last boss. You could run around, just stay alive, wait for the elites to come and kill them. And they always sort of get to you faster than the trash does. I really can't be too careful with getting veteran up at this point. What am I now? 145, that'll do. A couple more. This is a spawn spot. They jump down here. There's some quick veterans when I get up to there, 156. You gotta be really close to them though. Danger, danger, shark. But you shoot through the corner is a good spot here. Just gotta watch that nothing spawns behind you. It's just nuking everything on this corner. Yeah, looking on the mini map, if it's dim, you're alright. Dim means they're upstairs. Shark, that column can't get me. Can't get me through the column, I mean, but their lobsters are there, so I'm running away. Gonna come back here. This is where speed, there's a radioactive glove there. Speed is just wonderful. You can get out of danger really quickly. Nope. Nope. No, dashing him in. He might help on the boss. How many am I? 20 of 20. No, it's going to throw a scroll out. Just nothing at the moment. Just want to get rid of these guys that can hurt me. Whoops. Dual wielding. He's immortal. And there's going to be another one in here. Another enhanced. Shark pulled me somewhere. You can see all the procs on the Ascensions down bottom there. Saved me then. Really nice. And the health there, regen, because I'm in dual wield. I only got one of those, I think. Let's have a look. So what we'd really want to get is 3 of those, but one's helping me, that's helping me, that's helping me. So I haven't even got the best Ascensions for survivability, but we're taking some hits. It's a very durable class, this one. Shark, just running until my dual wield comes back. I'm going to play a bit more defensively, getting down bottom here so the shark can't chain me. Heavy shield. That's really good survival, especially from the boss and elites, which are hurtful. And I'm going to have to clear some scrolls out here. It just drops one randomly when you pick it. What do I need? Keep that. Don't really need that. Oh, maybe it is survival. Every 6 shot, get rid of that. That's movement I want. Crit. Yep. We have got non-elemental. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. So, what do I drop? Whoa. Got some veterans then. It's 173. Here we go. Come on, man. Coming up. Just clearing some dangerous guys here. got some movement speed. Just getting Vetran up. Could just go, the elites will spawn on the timer, as I said. You couldn't around, kill nothing. If you were just really chicken. Well, immortal lobsters. I'm not afraid of lobsters in real life, but I'm in here. Oh, this guy died quick. He's not enhanced. Now you can run in this fire. It doesn't hurt you. Flame shard. Though it did hurt me. Why? The additive effect doubled in burning. I don't know. Just thinning some of these mobs that are a bit dangerous. The lobsters get enhanced soon, and the sharks. Just doing catfish, so we've got an elite spawned. So the elite's here now. You can just kill them and the boss time. So let's burn this guy. We got some good damage. Going to go into dual wield and just nuke him. Got some ascensions to do. Gee, the dual wield's just destroying now the multipliers. How's our ammo? Can't see the ammo in here. Where's the catfish? He was trying to hurt me. I can shoot through that pillow and he can't directionally hit me. There's a big elite there. Oh, that lobster can hurt a little bit. He's dead. Look at we melting these elites like they're just normal mobs. Very powerful class, this one. There's another elite. He's not even going to have a chance to jump down. Just clearing some of these cappers. Just doing a bigger loop here. Space out the elites. Okay, what have we got? That only helps us in trashing, by the way, but I'm boss soon. For 6 seconds, but why not? I'm going to do my dual wielding. Oh, that's going to be good for bossing. I'll choose that for the lucky shot. Now this guy, you can just like use corners. He does frontal, so just left and right on him. He tries to slam you where you just were. And I get this lobster. And there's the X guy. Look at us melting this guy. I haven't even got corruption on that. It's melting his armor. And here, Kappas and octopuses here wanting to slow me, but I'm immune to it. Nearly there on killing the elites. Just sharks. I want to get away from them. Melting everything. Not even in dual wielding. Just keeping that in case the oh crap happens. Like that. Just got hit, so I'm using it for a health regen rather than just damage. I'm going to kill this guy. Elite monsters, massive elites. Ooh, we're in trouble. And clear some of these mobs. They're dangerous. There they are. Jumping out of his frontal. There's the catfish, just melting them. Just spreading out the elites a little bit so I haven't got everything on me at the one time. You can get cocky at this point and die. Letting the catfish get the center column here. Stay close to him. He tries to melee you and won't do those other things. My veteran's at 200, by the way. So I've got, look at the health we got. Really helps survive. Another catfish I can hear. I'm going to kill that monk. They're running from us now. Haven't got dual wield, so just have to be a bit careful, but we're going to melt him. You can jump on top, for instance. Did he die? Yep. Oh, he's dead now. And the portal's open. So we really had a good run. Let's look what we got for Ascensions. Would have been nice to get 3 of those. It would really help just on the boss. You know, some of those, but we do have some DPS ones, some lucky shot. And so the only thing we're doing now is running towards the portal. You might look around for a weapon that you've missed, but you know, we were killing pretty good, so I can't imagine the boss is going to be a problem. You can still die on the boss if you don't do the strat. As I said, if you get felines, we're going to upgrade our weapon. It's going to throw a scroll. Oh, we're at 17. I threw some out. That's a bit late. Not that we ever need it on this. Don't need that. I don't know how that works with dual wield because that's a skill, so that might actually multiply. I'm going to do it. I don't know the theory on that one. Nothing else to choose anyway. No good for us now. That's going to mean that we're on the boss. The problem on the boss of being stuck in dual wield is you can't right click to place the beam. You got to run up to him to get it, and it's just glitchy on this weapon. I don't know why. It's just ammo. I don't think we had a lot of problem. I mean, that you'd go in an R8 run for that, and it is like, see how we go. Threw my snow boots out, which I don't need. This guy doesn't slow. Now, when you come up to here, all you got to do is do not go past these vendors. You go near that, it just starts the boss fight automatically, nothing to click on. No scrolls are going to help us. Bump that up a couple of times. We got 3 then because of the scroll that we had. What's our off weapons at 30? That's really nice. Of a base damage of 440 now. It started about 112 or something. And don't know if I can, I have to put our weapon on with the right click, but when we move away, it hasn't got much range. It'll keep coming off, you'll see. Right clicking his head, and we can see the yellow numbers are crit. I'm going to dual wield now, but he's gone immune because we blitzed through the first phase. There's a pillar there, and it's come off him again. Jump. I want to see if I can stay out on this. Now, see how my beam's not doing him now? Keep moving on this one. Yeah, I can't place the beam. Even right click won't do it. I nearly died because of that. But still, you know, even just standing, I can't kill the. That's the downside of this weapon, on this class. I'd probably be better just not dual wielding, and I'm going to be in here forever now. Can I press E to get out of it? No. I could have had him dead by now if I didn't go to dual wield. But look at the survivability, It's crazy. You have to go close. We went far before. Now I've got back, I can get the weapon on. But I was distracted and I don't want to press E yet. I have to press E for survivability soon. Get behind this here. And we can burn him. This is why this shines, this weapon. Right click to get the beam on. You can burn his shield. It's just reloading. Nearly got it killed. Placing my beam. Keep moving for this part. I'm not going to go dual wield. He's dead. So the downside of that with this build is the dual wielding on this weapon. On the Radioactive Glove might be better for the dog because it doesn't need the lock on with the right click. It'll just click on the enemy auto target. But it was successful, and we got hit by 2 swipes that on other classes would hurt you pretty much or kill you. But you can rejuve really quickly on this, and we had Vetran that helped our health pool. Now, I did re-roll some stuff. We got 554 essence out of that, 31 minutes. Video's longer because we paused and talked a lot about the theory about what's working and how to play it. Well, best of luck on your run. There's the dog. I don't know how to play it properly, but I know how to be successful using this method on the container out here. So just have a look again. The Craftsman lets you re-roll and re-etch, but 20 scrolls. 3 weapon levels means that you only get Gemini. We got it at 4 or 5 at the latest. It's on a timer. Then you've got weapon level scale. We were, I forget, 40 plus, 120 at least weapon damage just for one little point. That one meant we had no issues, and the dog can have issues with ammo. That helped with ammo as well, and reloading less. It's only using 2 or 3. And 25% movement speed, rate of fly, our ejection, and shotgun. So it's a winning combination. That best of luck, and I hope you get your kill.